Matt Murdock may see his brand new work with the Fist Clan as a holy crusade, but will the rest of the superhero community feel the same way? Well, let's hop into the pages of Daredevil issue number 5 and find out together, shall we? So then, as this brand new issue opens up, they actually answer a hanging question from the first couple issues, and that exactly who was Matt talking to in that weird dark room? Well, as it turns out, it's his psychiatrist, Doc Sasquatch. Man, from Immortal Hulk to this book, talk about a character moving from banger series to banger series, am I right? Why is Matt in a therapy session right now? Well, he's starting to have second thoughts about his work with the Fist. Well, okay, that's not totally true. He's thinking that he probably should have second thoughts about all the crazy stuff he's doing right now. But in reality, he doesn't. In reality, he hasn't felt more sure about anything in his life before, that this is his God-given calling. In fact, even just marrying Elektra in keeping with the Fist prophecies have itself ended up having some major ripple effects. For one thing, all the rank-and-file members of the new Fist Clan are developing superpowers. They're faster, stronger, and more durable than regular humans. Even Foggy Nelson, of all people, as part of the group, got powers too. He's loving it, but Cole North isn't. He says this whole thing feels unnatural. Daredevil argues that pretty much everyone in the world they know, every hero and villain having powers, is in and of itself unnatural. It's just a matter of what you do with those powers. Daredevil's not mad at Cole for second-guessing or checking his authority. In fact, that's the whole reason he brought him along to be a member of the Fist Clan in the first place. Cole is essentially voicing all the concerns that Matt himself can't quite bring up or can't properly express himself, after all. The new craziness doesn't stop at the powers either. It seems that the Book of the Fist, where Stick and Elektra have been reading their prophecies from, well, they don't have to translate from it anymore because the book is magically translating itself now, almost like it's spurring them on. The book also just so happened to spit out a brand new prophecy, perhaps giving our hero some insight into what exactly the new hand has planned under the mysterious Akka. The whole making Frank Castle their leader thing was only ever really a smokescreen. Their real plan actually involves their dangerous and dark art of resurrection. Apparently, they've been using this crazy zombie tech to resurrect leaders and captains of industry all over the world, turning them into the mindless thralls of the hand. Elektra wants to go and check out a brand new UN summit and get to the bottom of this, but Matt pulls her away for the special mission that he has planned. He says that as husband and wife, they need to be seen together, putting up a strong front in public. Now, what exactly is Matt's big plan that couldn't possibly wait? Well, it seems that he's planned a good old-fashioned prison break. Daredevil leads his brand new forces to the Myrmidon, that floating prison in the middle of the ocean. We learn that ever since creating the hand and marrying Elektra, Daredevil's own powers have deepened. Not only can he feel and sense everything around him, but it goes deeper now. He can actually sense people's emotions. And after his last stint incarcerated himself, Matt has greatly changed his approach when it comes to the prison industrial complex. Matt ends up making a very juicy offer to a bunch of the supervillains inside the prison. Join the Fist, and together I will help you slay your inner demons, free you from this prison both literally and metaphorically, so that together we may slay the biggest demon of them all in the hand. Doing this also brings Daredevil and his people into direct conflict with the warden of this place, John Walker, the US agent, who Matt probably hasn't seen since the events of Devil's Reign. Their exchange is absolutely priceless too. Daredevil essentially says, "Geez, John Walker, you know, everyone tells me that you're a good man with a good heart, yet every time I turn around you're licking a new fascist boot. But if you come with me here and now, I can make you a better man. I can save your soul," only for US Agent to say, "Nah, I'm right with the Lord." It's here that Daredevil delivers probably one of the greatest comebacks I have ever seen in the history of comics. "No, John, you're not good with the Lord. If you were, he wouldn't send the devil." Matt then turns the lights out on US Agent, beats the crap out of him, and steals his shield just for good measure. Elektra and the other Fist ninjas manage to escape with their brand new supervillain convicts in tow, and in a hilarious twist, Elektra is actually saved and brought aboard the airship at the last second by Stiltman of all people. So yeah, it seems like Daredevil got exactly what he wanted and the story is over now, only it's not, because Matt still needs to have one last audience with an unexpected con. It would seem that the Myrmidon is also currently home to none other than Goldie, Matt's old college friend and perhaps even guardian angel who's been manipulating his life from afar by an uncaring god. Matt is very tempted tempted to let Goldie go, but he fears what might happen if he does. Now, as the comic comes to a close, we see security footage from the prison being looked over by none other than Captain America and Iron Man. They know they can't let Daredevil doing a big prison break stand. And furthermore, they're also a little worried that despite not actually killing anyone at the prison, Daredevil didn't try and cover his tracks at all, almost as if he's actively calling the Avengers out. And so that was Daredevil issue number 5, everybody, and once again, Chip Zdarsky manages to deliver one hell of a comic book story. It's actually really cool to see Daredevil's time in prison being built on, as well as the whole redemption arc of Elektra herself being extended to other villains in the Marvel Universe. Over the years, in lots of different stories, I think we've heard heroes talk about how I want to find a new way, I want to break out of the superhero paradigm of just beating up crooks and sending them to jail. It's always a good idea, but it always feels a little empty. Here, though, Zdarsky is actually letting Matt try something new. He actively seems to want to roll up his red sleeves and try and redeem some supervillains. No doubt it's going to be an uphill battle, but I'm sure it's going to make for some damn good storylines. Hell, you could even say that there's a whole other biblical angle of this to take too. Matt loves himself some Jesus. And if you still remember your Sunday school like me, you'll remember that Jesus hung out with a lot of really unpopular people back in his day. Prostitutes, tax collectors, etc., and really aren't the supervillains. Just Daredevil trying to do his own Christly work saving souls. Overall, I'd feel comfortable giving this one another 9 out of 10. This was another absolute barn burner from start to finish.
Hey there everyone, Kate Joel again, and I just want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. And hey, if you enjoyed the book I covered in this issue and want some comics of your own, might I recommend Book Depository? It's my #1 place for shopping for comic book trades. You get a great price, and if you use my link down in the description, you'll actually be helping me out at the same time. You get something, I get something, everybody wins, right? So until next time everyone, I've been Joel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.